Hello my friends, welcome back to another watercolor tutorial. We are going to be painting a simple lakeside painting, and I decided not to tape the borders of my piece of paper like I usually do for like nice clean and crisp edges, because this is going to be a bit of an abstract painting, and I thought it would be nice if the edges were uneven to add to that abstractness. Abstract isn't the right word for this painting, and I'm trying to figure out what is. It's kind of like a wishy-wash, but anyways, enough chatter, enough talking here. I'm gonna pick up gray, and then I also have this gray blue. But I don't have room on my palette for color mixing. There we go. Might be a little bit red. So I'm gonna take that gray. Oh my goodness, I just launched a paintbrush. Oh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with the sky, and keep in mind you want it to be kind of uneven. That is what we're going with here, or going for. And yeah, so we're just doing the sky, but I think I'm just gonna paint everything this gray color, because we're gonna be doing wet on wet. I don't like how clean that border is, so that's why I just went back there and kind of added some unevenness to it. Now I'm gonna take like a more bluish gray for this part, and this is gonna be like a little beach almost. So and I don't want this to be even either. I want it to be obviously uneven, the opposite of that. So that's why I'm kind of going back in and dotting the edges of it to kind of give it this sandy, uneven look. Sort of like that, I guess. And then I'm just gonna join the rest of this. Now, I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm gonna pick up some more and just drop it in there. Now I want this to be a little bit lighter than it is right now. So what I'm gonna do, because I kind of forgot, I'm re-wetting this, because like I mentioned earlier, we're doing wet on wet, but if it's dry, then I obviously can't do that. And I'm switching paintbrushes to a slightly smaller one so that I have a more controlled ability to paint, I guess. And I'm gonna take blue, and I'm just dropping, okay, I want that blue to be a lot lighter, so let's try baby blue. And I'm dropping it in because I want there to be, unfortunately this isn't gonna look how I want it to look, because I want the bits of blue to look like, oh, these are the bits of blue sky peeking through, you know? But I'm not confident that this is going to look the way that I want it to. So anyway, I'm picking up some more gray and adding some kind of gray blotches as well to define the sky a little bit more. I'm gonna leave it like that because I think less is more and I'm just starting to ruin it. Now, this is the part, oh my gosh, yeah, okay, let's carry on. I'm taking that blue again that I used for this part, the grayish blue, sorry, and I'm just, again, adding a little bit more to that border because I want it to be even darker. And I do want to add some wisps. So I'm just dragging my paintbrush horizontally. I don't know if that did very much, honestly. I'm picking up some paint now too. That's just gonna keep like filling in because it's wet. So I'm gonna have to periodically go back in there and lift more paint off. But we gotta work quickly because we have to add something here. In fact, I think we may be too late, but let's just see what happens here. So we're gonna paint about halfway. We're gonna paint just a line going across. And I do want it to spread upwards. Definitely not downwards because I want that to be our horizon line. So I'm just gonna keep filling that in, and I'll add a few different shades of green, even some yellow in there to spruce it up. So my husband and I have found ourselves like kind of, after we put the baby to bed, we just kind of waste time in the evening. And for me, it's because my brain is just, it has reached its capacity for the day, and I just need very mindless tasks, I guess. And so I unfortunately have resorted to looking at like YouTube shorts. And it's a waste of time. And so we were kind of chatting about it and reminiscing how we really enjoyed watching in the past shows together, and we don't own a TV and we never have. But we've watched shows on like a computer before. And I remember we both really looked forward to it at the end of the day. Now this was pre-baby, so obviously life looked a lot different where you could just sit in the evening and binge watch for 3 hours if you wanted to. But now we've got about 2 hours after the baby goes to bed. And so we have to be very selective with what we do. And so, like I said, my husband actually spent it very productively always because he went on this like anti-wasting time journey not long ago, and he's doing a wonderful job. So lately he's been reading a lot in the evening while I scroll and waste time. But you know what? I'm the one staying home with the baby all day. He gets to talk to adults. He kind of has his same routine as before. So that is my excuse for why I feel like I just need mindless junk at the end of the day, because I don't want to think. And here I am painting for you guys. I am choosing to paint today. I've been putting it off for a while, but okay, so all of that is to say, we have decided we're gonna start watching Pull Dark. Sorry, not Pull Dark. We watched that a long time ago and I love that series. Outlander is very similar to Pull Dark in the sense that it's like based in the, well, I don't actually know when it was based in, like the 1800s? 1700s? I'm not sure. Either way, it's very, Outlander is similar to Pull Dark. Outlander, I think, is based in the 1700s. Very, very entertaining show. Highly recommend it. If you are of age, I need to put that disclaimer. But we've started watching that. And it's not good because now we both like really look forward to it and kind of don't do all of the other productive things. Well, I never did productive things, but for instance, I've been putting off painting for like 3 or 4 days now because we've been watching that show. As you could see, I've just been progressively getting darker and darker with my application of greens here. This is our horizon line. In case it was not obvious. But anyways, oh dear. This is not looking how I thought it was going to look. I don't know why the person, so this is inspired by Astrid Severs, and this person's painting looks like she probably painted this in 5 minutes, and here I am 12 minutes in and I'm not done yet. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a little bit of brown now. Do I want brown? Yes. It's mixed with some like random reds that I had on my palette. And we're gonna paint kind of the sandy part of this painting now. So, or the dirt. Not, lake beaches usually are more like rocky, gravelly, I have found in my lake experience living in lake country. Other than the beach that's closest to our house, that actually has sand, but I'm pretty confident that was brought in. Very enjoyable to swim there though. And I'm gonna take that bluish gray that we used for this bottom part and I'm just gonna add that kind of right on top of that brown. And then I'm going to take that original gray, but watered down, and I think it has a little bit of yellow in it. So just be mindful that you don't touch this bordered part. I wanted to intentionally leave a gap there. So just keep that in mind. I'm re-adding that bluish gray in there. Okay, so this technically is almost the entire painting, but this is really basic and I don't know if I can accept this. So what I'm gonna do is let it dry, and then hopefully while it's drying I come to some revelation. Okay, so hopefully this is dry. What I'm gonna do is add, like, kind of define this horizon area a little bit more. So I'm gonna take green and black and mix those together. My baby is out. Like, she didn't have her second nap today, and she fell asleep while I was feeding her, and I put her in the crib, and she's been in that same position since I put her in her crib. So she is out, which I'm very happy about. But from my experiences, usually when she passes out like that, she wakes up like kind of in a, not in a frenzy, that's exaggerating, but she just wakes up because she did not fall asleep kind of knowing that she's in her crib, because she was already basically asleep before I put her in her crib. So there's positives and negatives. But I must say, like, every day that goes by now, I love this kid more and more and more, and it hurts. Like, when I look at her, it hurts. That's how freaking adorable she is, and how, oh my goodness, I have the cutest baby that I've ever seen, at least. And I'm sure that all parents think that about their kids. But truly, this is the cutest kid. Oh, she's up. That is crazy that I said that was gonna happen, and then it literally happened like a minute later. I'm hoping that she just lulls herself back to sleep, because that's what we've been doing. We usually, when she wakes up, we let her kind of just cry a little bit. We wait 5 to 10 minutes, and if she's crying after those 5 to 10 minutes, then we go in and console her. But most of the time, if we just leave her for those 5 to 10 minutes, she falls back asleep on her own. So, but she is teething right now. She has 4 teeth coming in at the same time. So luckily we're almost done this tutorial. I'm just using black to add a little bit of detail there. I am going to go ahead and grab some white acrylic paint. Also, my husband would usually be the one that goes in there, but he is on a bike ride right now. So, but look, she's already putting herself back to sleep. So I'm taking white acrylic paint and just adding like a little white line in between the horizon line and the reflection, just to make it a little bit more clear, I suppose. And, you know, I think it would look nice if we added some sort of white spotted accents in random places here. Maybe to insinuate waves, or, I mean, it's a lake, so it doesn't really have waves, but just to make it a little bit less flat and plain. What else can we do here to spruce things up? Because right now this is looking pretty plain, my friends. Maybe I can add a tree. Trees don't usually, they never steer me wrong. So let me pick up some brown. Let me mix some black in there. And I'm gonna paint this tree here, and it's going to start like outside of the frame of the painting for an extra aesthetic look. Sing me a song of a lass that is lost. Be I. Do 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 do. Over the. Should probably stop singing the theme song, or I'll probably get copyrighted. Anyway, I'm painting this. Oh my gosh, this tree is mega sideways. Yikes. Let me see if I can fix that by painting a straight tree right beside it. Okay, I think those trees added something really nice to this painting because it was very plain before and we really spruced it up. And I think the fact that they go beyond the frame of it really kind of makes them pop, obviously. I'm just taking a little bit of black and I want to add that, obviously, because I want them to be a tad bit darker, and take a little bit of white acrylic paint since I have it already anyway, and add that to the trunk as like a little highlight slash accent. Doesn't make really that much sense, but I don't know when to stop, clearly. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys are too. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.